My homies, I'm pretty sure Crash ended the stream. Crash was on the last stream, and unfortunately, um, it got cut off. So I hope you guys could find this stream back. Um, yeah, I hope so, my homies. Fuck. We ended the stream on the last one, my homies. Damn. Well, let me see what I could do uh to grab. Let me see. Well, I'm gonna try and change the information. Yeah, my homie, what happened? Thank you for coming back, bro. Um, so I think when Crash left the when Crash backed out of the stream, I think he accidentally ended the last stream. So apologies for that, my homies. Apologies. This is the new stream, probably no thumbnail. Um, but I remember your last comment said if you can ask anything, my homie, ask away. We're gonna be watching the game. We've got like 2 hours to go till the game's over. Um, so yeah, let me just let me actually we're gonna change this to this one. Wow, we're gonna do this. All right, all right, all right, all right. Well, this is how we're gonna do it, my homies. Oh no, no, I wasn't a diss video, homie. It was me kind of just giving my point of view. If you're already such a big channel, and the majority of them are just negative, in my opinion, why would you why would you keep doing that? But all it is just a bunch of egos, my homies. I have no issue saying that. Um, and a lot of negative. I'm the type of guy that doesn't like to do negative content. So when people just bash on your club all the time, for example, if you go to your and they just bash and bash, you're gonna get tired of it. And that's all it is, man. I grew tired of it. There's so much space in YouTube that always has to negative wins, and I'm not about that. Yeah, it is. It is. It's just for my members. It is. But I got a lot of hate from a bunch of people that just stick up for these idiots, and so I put it on private on for members. That's all it is. All it is. Just my opinion, man. Just my opinion. Look what it was. I was always, yeah, man. It is what it is. So unfortunately, when these games here say 11 a.m. kickoff, it's really not 11 a.m. kickoff. Logan, my homie, what up? What up, bro? If you're kicking it, if you're about, send me a message. I can toss you the link, bro. You can come and chat. Um, okay. From Stonies with the crew. Oh no, let's do it, homie. Tell everybody we say what's up, bro. I don't know if the homies were gonna get together this early, but I mean, I should have figured you guys are some sickos. Prediction for today's game, homie. Prediction for today's game. Big up the Culeros. Big up the Culeros each and every time. I wish I could do the fishing trip with you guys, my homies. I wish I could join the fishing trip. I will be there when you guys fry them motherfuckers up, though. Yeah, they do. here in Denver, United States, we do the national anthem. Pretty sure they're going to be doing the Canadian national anthem as well. Let's go. Rah! Big up, my homie. Nice to see you here, bro. Big up the Box State Footy. I've been enjoying seeing your guys' Instagram feed. Big up to all the homies that make Colorado Rapids content. This filthy animal, Juaners. Big yourself up, bro. So we had a stream set up, my homies. Um, and Crash was on, but he backed out of the he like backed out and it ended up just ending the chat. Too bad. I wish I could, bro. I mean, it's just irrelevant now, bro. The video I made a long time ago is irrelevant. I mean, new managers, new team, new focus, same dickheads. 2-1 Rapids. Let's go. Mihailovic is out. Actually, a huge out for them. Mihailovic is out. Ooh, Paxton to Rafa or Paxton to Holding. No, my homie, this isn't the first game. This is uh, this is our sixth game. It's just we haven't really been able to line up to do watch alongs. This is the second watch along. First one, I'm doing a dual stream on the Confluence podcast channel and the Mile High Hotspur. I thought just because it's an early game, 11 a.m. on Saturday, it's gonna be 7 p.m. out there in England. So I said, I got homies out there that have reached out and have interest in the Rapids, and this is a good way for them to kind of dip their toes in. My homie Sean, big yourself up, bro. We're back. Look, man, I don't know if I ever really left, but I mean, I just haven't really been doing lives. We've been doing tons of this Rapids content here on the Confluence podcast on dual streaming, and we are actually underway with the match 0-0. Looks like there was some flares out on the pitch there, my homies. Happy to have Coach Matt Wells, bro. He has revolutionized our squad, and let me before I say that is he has changed the mindset of our team. He has been a part of bringing in some good, talented young players. The team looked to have been grasping his tactics. We're playing some very front foot football. Have a good one, man. Thank you. Arsenal fan from Norway, my homie. I appreciate you stopping by. But I'm happy to have Coach Matt Wells here. Honestly, he's done wonders. The Rapids today playing in their black kit, which is, I guess, now going to be our dominant kit here. We've kind of shifted from this traditional burgundy and blue. We're doing a black kit today. Just from first glance here, I see Jackson Travis as a right back, Rob Holding there as center back, the young Aussie Lucas Harrington, who made his debut with the Socceroos, was man of the match on his debut. That's the type of players we have here. It's going to be hard to hold on to him, my homies, if I'm honest with you, because already eyes on him. Let's see here. Dante Sealy's getting the nod on the right side there. Who do we see in the middle? I see Dante. I see Hamza Ohedran. Who else is playing there on the pivot? Okay, Paxton's in there. Wayne Frederick's playing in there as well, my homies. Any changes from the lineup last week? I think I seen that Yappy was out. Who's up there on the left-hand side? I'm curious to see. Oh, Atencio's in there as well. Early penalty shout for the Rapids, my homies. Sean, you say you follow Matt Wells on Instagram, man. I've been doing it. I've been following him as well too. I hope he's really taken to the Colorado City. Hope he's feeling comfortable here in Denver. Yeah, the announcer's just talking about how we're not afraid to be attacking. We're not afraid to be on the front foot, and the Rapids starting this game off in the same fashion, my homies. Yeah, bit of a tug there. Bit of a tug there on our player. went down a bit easy if I'm honest. Toronto going with a 4-3-3 as the homie Logan brought up Mihailovic not playing. That's a big miss. Toronto do have Sargent, number 9, ex-Norwich player. Sean, my homie. I have to meet him first. I'm gonna gift him a Colorado Spurs scarf, Colorado Spurs jersey. I'm gonna try and plant the seed there and tell him he has to go watch a game with us. Why not, man? Um, I know a while back one of the homies that worked at the club reached out and asked for my information because I guess he was gonna try and relay it to somebody up there to kind of let him know. Um, but I never really heard nothing about that. Again, I'm just gonna try and do it on my own. I think as soon as I meet Matt Wells and he kind of just um gives me I mean, I'm gonna try and interview him too. I mean, we have a YouTube channel, the Confluence Podcast, and on the Mile High Hotspur. I'm gonna try and get some interviews with him. That would be something that's definitely on my bucket list, homie. Imagine getting him at Esther's. How freaking crazy would that be? Another Rapids player that I know, Reggie Cannon is a confirmed Tottenham Hotspur fan. He's our right back who's out injured right now, who said one of his biggest influences was Gareth Bale. So I know we've given him a Colorado Spurs jersey, hoping to see something like that happen at Esther's as well. Not too many Tottenham fans in the Colorado Rapids lineup, my homies. A lot of them last year that I met were Arsenal fans. All right, let's go, my homies. Yeah, man. Look, like I was saying, Sean, he's done so much, bro, for our clubs so early on. Um, Matt Wells is just his identity, his determination, his focus, his drive, his confidence. It's just oozing at the moment right now, and it's radiating into these players a lot. And I on the Confluence podcast, Sean, I talk a lot with the homie Crash, and we have a player called Rafa Navarro on our team who's our number 9, shows tons and tons of qualities. I see tons of similarities that in him from Harry Kane, and I'm always bigging that up, just saying how if he really soaks up a lot of the knowledge that Matt Wells um and Matt Wells' coaching staff, you know what I mean? Because it's a team effort. But if he can just grasp as much as that knowledge, not just Hoffa, but the rest of these players, they're gonna get coached by a guy that's got pedigree. You know what I mean? He's a Europa League winning assistant manager who is now taken the opportunity to do things on his own. And as much as I would love to see Matt Wells thrive in the Tottenham kit, my homie, I am soaking up having him here in the Denver area, in the Mile High City, and the football that we're playing, Sean, is so far so good. Yeah, not too much going on yet, my homies. Both teams look to kind of be figuring each other out. Um, I can't even say that right now we've had any really good build-up play. I mean, we had the early on chance there with Dante Sealy kind of getting dragged down, but like I said, it was a bit weak for me. Um, Let me bring up the sofa score so you guys could get a glimpse over here as well. All right, we're gonna pull you guys up. Let's go. We are playing next. All right, I'm gonna share this with you guys. Give us a little bit something to look at instead of just the ugly mug. Let's go. We'll bring this up here. We will share this screen with you guys here. So this is basically just the lineups right here, my homies. Like I said, no green ratings whatsoever. Both teams just trying to figure each other out. Let me zoom in a little bit more, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. How's that looking for you guys, homies? Ooh, Toronto with a quick early attempt there. Yeah, let me know if that's good for viewing right there, my homies. At least it's not just blasted on my face the whole time. Um, we have the ratings there. We are on the right side of the pitch going left. And let's just kind of look at this right here. We have the lineups of Stefan in the back, Miguel Navarro on the left, Lucas Harrington, Rob Holding, and Jackson Travis to make up the back line. And then the double pivot, it's looking like of Atencio and Hamza Ohedran. And then we have the three up ahead of them with Paxton Aronson, looking like it's out on the left. Wayne Frederick slotted in more into that 10 role. Dante Sealy, like we touched on a little bit on the right there. And Hoffa Navarro on the 9. Toronto, it said a 4-3-3 earlier. Here it shows a 4-2-3-1 as well. You never know with these lineups, my homies. To be fair, when he was announced, I thought of you. Good start to the season. Don't have sight of game here, but will be interested when LAFC games come around. Reunion with Sonny. Well, first of all, bro, I appreciate that. And yeah, the Sunny game here last year was fun, bro. I got like 33 of the Colorado Spurs and company to go to the game. And it was fun. Let's go, my homie. Too much of E. Hope you're well, my homie Elijah. Big up. Thank you for joining, bro. Up the pits. We're doing a watch along. First, the sixth game. Matt Wells is in charge. We're doing good, bro. We're looking good. Yeah, and as far as like being able to watch the MLS, it's a bit tricky, homies. We do it on MLS, on Apple TV. Um, they kind of have that. That's how it's locked down. Don't know how you guys could watch. Oh, Zach Steffen. Sorry if that got a bit loud, homies. Zach Steffen just made a freaking phenomenal save there. They're showing the replay was a long throw in, bounced out to the outside of the box there. First time volley outside the box. Zach Steffen, a good reaction, but it's the rebound that bounced literally like 5-6 feet in front of him. And Josh Sargent with literally a point blank shot, thunder blasted at the goal. And Zach Steffen with the reaction save. Wow. Easily right there, my homies. The Rapids could be down 1-0 in the 12th minute. Zach Steffen coming up big. Of course, Zach Steffen, the former Manchester City player, now with the Rapids. Want to say third, fourth season? Fourth season, possibly? But yeah, I've been really enjoying just getting more into the MLS, getting more into the home team, getting more into just the podcast that I have with the homie Crash, where we break down the Rapids. That's honestly why there's been less Rapids live streams on the Mile High Hotspur, because we have a new channel that's strictly Rapids called The Confluence. The Confluence podcast. We're dual streaming on both of them, my homies. But that's I invite you guys to definitely subscribe to that. The Confluence podcast. That's where we do the majority of um, our Rapids content. Of course, I like to still keep you guys up to date with the match day vlogs here from the Mile High City with the Rapids. So apart from Toronto getting that chance, that's probably been about it. Now we are going up against our an ex-manager in Fraser. Again, Georgi Mihailovic, if he was on the pitch, would be one of these players we're going up against, but he's don't know why he's out. I would have thought he was in. Yeah, they're showing the replay on the goal on the shot, and oh, Stefan didn't save the second one. Josh Sargent just missed the whole target, but the first reaction save was pretty good. It was pretty good. Let's go, Rapids. Up the Pids. Up the Pids. Oh, up the Pids. Appreciate you guys in the chat, my homies. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah, so you see there a little bit of green now on the ratings. I'm pretty sure that 14 Cuello was the one that had that good shot, and then Zach Steffen with that save, getting him up in the greens there. Come on, Pids, let's put some pressure on them. Rapids not really pressing too hard right now. Um, we're playing a higher line. We're just not necessarily pressing full fledged right now. We're close. We're right there by them. I mean, kind of not giving them too much to look at, but the press is just not that tough yet. There we go. We get a first glimpse at Matt Wells there, leading the lines with the homies. Let's go. Tell him, Matt Wells. I love his attitude, homies. Matt Wells is just his enthusiasm. Ooh, what a tackle there. Physical play from Josh Atencio. I've been pretty rough on I've been pretty tough on Josh Atencio this season because he plays in that almost that sixth position. At least at Toronto have a ball here in our box. Josh Atencio plays for us in that double pivot role. Could play in the double pivot role. He's looked at as a six, in my opinion. Um, but this season, we've seen Wayne Frederick come in, not playing the six, but playing a more advanced role. And he's been able to hold Josh Atencio out of the lineup. And I've been really just not harping on Josh Atencio, but I expect more from him because he's one of these players that has a bit more experience compared to the rest of our lineup. And I kind of was waiting for him to solidify that spot, and he just hasn't been able to do it. Today, we're actually getting a glimpse at Josh Atencio playing next to Hamza and seeing Wayne Frederick a little bit ahead of them. And that for me is it's a new lineup. So I'm interested to see how we play with that. And again, Toronto has kind of been leading the possession, I want to say, and a bit more of the momentum. But the Rapids are up to it, homies. They're getting trained in it to fight. To look at that. Run, Paxton. Run, Paxton. On the left-hand side there, Paxton busting a gut. Ooh, falls to Hoffa. Oh, sorry if I get a bit loud, my homies. I don't know how the mic is picking it up, but the Rapids just broke on the left-hand side there. Paxton just ran out of steam. tries to lodge the ball into the middle there. It takes a lucky bounce onto Hoffa, who's right outside of the box, and just doesn't get enough on it, my homies. An easy shot. I think it even took a deflection there going into the path of the Toronto keeper. A bit of momentum gain there for the Rapids. It's just we have to press a bit more. We're not dropping back, but we're just not hitting that press as much as we kind of have grown to. Um, we are playing on the road. I don't know if we want to open ourselves up like that. Um, let's go. Do the Rapids invert their fullbacks? Toronto. Toronto is fluffing their lines, homies. Look, this is a good comment, a good one, because on the podcast I talk about this, and Matt Wells in his press conferences, he doesn't shy away from talking about his philosophy and his European style of play, and he's come out and said he wants his fullbacks to be able to invert, tuck in. He wants his sixes to be able to come out and play that fullback position if needed to as well. Um, the Rapids are playing a lot of different type of ball compared to last season, and it is a more European centric type style, if I will. Um, and I think that's kind of helped us, Sean. If I'm honest with you, I think that's helped us because a lot of MLS teams probably aren't used to playing with or against that style. So it has been a bit of a revelation, I want to say, in the MLS, this type of style. Is it new? Probably not. Will it get copied more? Absolutely. Why? Because it looks to be working. But Toronto are at home and they're gonna make the best of that. You know what I mean? They're gonna definitely want to play front foot football. They're gonna want to be up to it. And is that gonna play to the Rapids' hands? We'll have to see. Still early days, my homies. That's one thing that I want to when I eventually do speak with Matt Wells, I want to ask him, just like how much did he grasp from not just Ange Postecoglou, but he also went to Fulham. Was it Fulham and then Club Rouge with Scott Parker? And I think there's another manager that he went out there with too as well, but I don't remember. I can't really remember 100%. Um, but I'm interested to see how much and just what he wants to implement from that part of game to his coaching tactics, coaching style. Some of the media availability that the Rapids put out, like some of these locker room talks, some of these short clips or snippets about team talks, they're very good. They're very good. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's taken just talking about Hoffa earlier, homies, he's dropped back so far behind the center line. That's our nine. Dropping back that far to get himself mixed into the game, you know what I mean? To try and make something happen. Tons of things that I would see in the past with Harry Kane. Quez, you filthy animal. Like the stream, homie. Big yourself up. Hope you're well. How are you guys doing, bro? How are you guys doing out there up northeast? We're Colorado Rapids right now are facing the Toronto FC over there in Toronto, and myself and my homie Crash have a YouTube channel called The Confluence Podcast, which is just solely Colorado Rapids based, which is why we haven't been really doing the Colorado Rapids live streams here. We've been doing them over on the Confluence, dual streaming here, the Confluence and the Mile High Hotspur. I thought this would be a good opportunity to get homies from. Oh, get on that Hoppa! Bad touch. Come on, pitties. Hoffa almost got played on there, my homies. A good chance there. But I was saying, taking advantage of this time spot right now to get some of the homies that are on the Mile High Hotspur to maybe check out the Confluence, at least join here and watch a little bit, or at least stay tuned in to what's going on with Matt Wells. Quez, I was telling the homie how Matt Wells has come into the club, man, and um, has done wonders. A big tip of the hat to Victor Wanyama. Let's do that. You're right, my homie. A big tip of the hat to Victor Wanyama, who just retired. Ooh, Toronto with another chance. A shot just didn't hit the target, went wide, and that's like 2, 3, or 4 big chances that Toronto are just squandering. The Lion of Kenya, star of Spurs and MLS, correct, who announced his retirement this week. That's right, my homie. He did. Rest easy. I hope you do, Victor Wanyama. We will never forget that belter, my homie. You guys know which one I'm talking about. If there was no net in Anfield, that thing would still be in freaking orbit. Big up. We're sipping on the tea as well, my homies. It's just after 11:35 in the morning here, Saturday morning. Perfect day to watch the Colorado Rapids. I almost said the Burgundy Boys, but I got to get used to not saying the Burgundy Boys, as we really don't wear the burgundy anymore, my homies. The Rapids have shifted. I mean, I'm telling you, just the mentality, everything has shifted. The culture has kind of shifted. They want to, they're gauging they're trying to gauge the possible identity shift. Navajo in the box, first shot for the uh, wide of the mark. We're wide of the mark. Rafa Navarro just cannot make it work, my homies. Let's go. Rob Holding dinks it over everybody into Rafa Navarro, who does good to kind of isolate himself with the ball. Left-footed attempt. I don't know if it took it took a deflection. He's saying it took a deflection. We've got the corner kick. Ooh. Good curler to the back post there from Dante Sealy. Set pieces as well, homies, have amplified here in the Mile High City. We've gotten a couple of set piece coaches to work, I'm assuming, on the offensive and defensive side. No, coach evolving club colors from West. No, so see the club colors, Sean. Look at, I'm gonna be honest, homie. I'm born and raised here in Denver. I remember the day the Rapids uh, came to be here, and they've not always been the Burgundy Boys. We've had green and black. We've had obviously this here. This is very similar to our hockey team. Our hockey team, the Colorado Avalanche. I what's the word I'm looking for, homie? I very selfishly and very ignorantly decided to not be a Colorado Rapids fan because I was such a diehard Tottenham Hotspur fan, and I do not like these colors whatsoever. So I never gave the Rapids really the time of choice. But yeah, man, I've grown to like him, my homie. I've grown to like him. Sean says he's only joking. No, but I I say this, homie, because it's real. I didn't like the Rapids because of the burgundy and blue. Um, but yeah, now this is my third season involved with the Rapids, my homies. Um, and I'm just as active with the Rapids as I am with Spurs. I've even said this publicly. When I went to London the first time, my homies took me to an Enfield Town FC match at the old, what was it, the Victoria Ground? And it was just such a dope vibe, was being in that non-league match, and just such a little ground, so tight knit. And I thought to myself, Why don't I do that at home? I have that at home. I have a club that I can support at home. And since then, my homies, I've missed a couple of Rapids games due to like probably some family stuff, but I'm just as invested as I am with the Spurs, homie. Um, I don't know if I'll ever fill up my other arm with all of with Rapids tattoos, but um I definitely am growing to love this hometown team. And like I said, having a guy like Matt Wells come in and just kind of mesh my two clubs together, wow. It's been a fun experience so far. Like I said, I cannot wait to bring you guys an interview with him on the Mile High Hotspur. Bit windy, it looks like in Toronto. Let me fix this up, my homies. Looks like it kind of messed up a bit. Let's go back here. No, no action whatsoever. Let me is there a momentum meter here anywhere? Yeah, so the momentum meter is going to be over here on the left-hand side. Are you guys able to see that from the stream? Yeah, you are. Love Wellesley, get in. Get in. You're join the crew. Join the crew. I've been waxing lyrical on Matt Wells. Um and the impact that he's had to our players, the impact that he's had to the club, to the fans. Fans are loving seeing this football from Matt Wells. I'm loving it, homies. Big up to you guys in chat. I appreciate you guys. We are streaming on the Confluence podcast channel and the Mile High Hotspur. The Confluence podcast is just a strictly Colorado Rapids podcast channel that I have with my co-host Crash, who brings his coaching mentality. He's a coach, and so it's a good blend of fan. You get the from the fan point of view, and Crash is a diehard sicko as well. Don't get me wrong, but he adds that coach's perspective, and I love to pick his brain when we're doing our podcast. If that's something that interests you guys, my homies, we're on the Confluence Pod. Wow, there was a big derby featuring Enfield versus Chelmsford yesterday. Chelmsford offers Spurs season ticket holders a discount. Okay, their colors are claret, similar to the Pids. Well, big up to Chelmsford, and big up to Enfield. Honestly, big up to North London, my home away from home, homies. I want to go back so bad. I'm aiming for November, which will be next season, this November, this year, November. I'm aiming to go back. I have massive fear of missing out, FOMO. When I see all the Instagram reels, I see all the footage from the high road, from the when they had the massive greet meet with the bus a couple of weeks ago. um I feel like it's tough for me to watch because I want to put myself there. I know what it's like to walk off of the overground there at White Hart Lane, you know what I mean, and just walk to the ground. And when I see like the footage of that, I'm just like, man, I'm so far away from there. It hurts my soul, homies. It hurts my soul. So I'm hoping I could go back in November. I'm due. Gonna take my oldest daughter, Bree, with me. She's 17. 17. She's 20. I don't know why I said 17. She's 20. And she'll be there. Two things I follow in life: Jesus and Spurs. Amen. 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 Everything is possible through him who powers us, my homies. Everything is possible through him who strengthens us. Well, it's been a bit of a snooze fest with the game, homies. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. The ref is going to the monitor, checking a possible red card for a serious foul play, a tackle from Jackson Travis. Come on, guys, let me know in the comments, how much does VAR just suck? Especially they slow-mo it. This is not looking good when they slow-mo things. You know, it always looks bad. He's coming to make the decision. Okay, the Rapids may be going down by a after review. Oh, he gave a red card, homies. After review, um, a tackle from our right back, Jackson Travis, has just been sent off, given a red card for a tackle. It was a tackle, my homies. Was it a red card tackle? It's ruined the game. Sean, it's ruined the game. It's ruined the game. 100%. Look, we've gotten some to go our way, but right here, bang on the money. Damn, you fucking filthy animal, my homie, big yourself up. Big yourself up. I'm happy to see you in the chat, bro. You made a big up to you guys. Big up to you guys. Dave, I didn't know. I read this comment and I didn't even know it was you, Dave. I thought it was still a Daniel Walsh up here. Hope you are doing well. VAR is more trouble than what it's worth. That is bang on. Dave, right now we're watching the Colorado Rapids take on Toronto FC, and I don't know how much you have been catching, but um, we're down by a player now. Again, like I said, it was a heavy tackle, but you know, one of those that may or may not go red. You'd have thought maybe give him a yellow. Plug in the old laptop, my homies. I got the warning that we are running low on battery. All right. All right. Well, give me a second, homies. I'm gonna come out of frame for a bit. All right. All right. All right. Yes, Dave, you filthy animal. Big up from the South London Spurs. Yes. Appreciate you, my homie. Um, Glad you made it, bro. Big yourself up, homie. You know, Dave, I'm gonna say this, homie. Um, I post my videos from the pub, bro, and there's I always post and I think about you, dude. I always think about you. Um, there's a couple, you know, even Chris from Harlow, you know what I mean? I just I've always wanted to maybe start shouting out people, but then I'm like, man, I've got so many homies that I just enjoy seeing your guys' comments that I would need like 3 seasons of videos worth to big each and every single one of you guys up. So honestly, I'm I love the interaction. I love commenting with you guys and the interaction. The passion for you filthy animals, you know what I mean, resonates. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys showing love to the Rapids community as well. I know tons of my homies from the Tottenham side um, have accepted my Colorado Rapids content and stuff that I bring out. So I'm greatly appreciative of that. If you cannot use it on the Hackney Marshes, then why use it in the pro game? Yeah, bad decisions, even themselves. bad decisions even themselves up over a season. I agree. Keep goal line technology. I agree. If not all grounds can have it, then why even try it? Matt Wells now, we're getting the first glimpse of him here on the camera. He looks pissed. His team's down by a man. And if you guys see here, just a little right next to here as the momentum meter, the green is Toronto. They've had the momentum, homies. The Rapids with very little momentum. And now we've gone down by the man. This is the third of our 3-game away series. We've played 3 on the road now on the bounce. Drew, what did we drew? Let me look that up, homies. Let me look that up before I start lying to you. Let me look that up. I want to see if we drew. We lost one, won one, and this one here, if we can pull a point or win, I told my co-host Crash, I'm biting your arm off for it. We lost to NYCFC on the first game of our away road trip, beat Sporting KC 4-1, smashed them in a freaking excellent display from Matt Wells and company. And we were really hoping that we can click on all cylinders for this game against Toronto because I don't see Toronto as that formidable of an opponent. And again, just coming off of that 4-1 victory that we had last what was it now 2 weekends ago with Sporting KC, I thought maybe we would hit the ground running a bit more. Still, I mean, the 40th minute now in the first half, and I'm gonna double down with my comment and say if we could walk away from Toronto with a point, I'm taking it. Why wouldn't we? I mean, we're down by the man now. If we could just, but that's just it, my homies. I don't see Matt Wells just sitting back and trying not to pick something up out of this. I don't think he's okay with playing for the draw here. Even a man down, I think he's going to want to pick up the points. Yeah, he did. He did. Let's actually see what he did, bro. We're going to look at it together because now. So this is the guy that came off here, Jackson Travis. Dante Sealy came out. So he took off the right winger that we were using and he put on a right back in Keegan Rosenberry. Great shout, Sean, my homie. Great shout. Because you're right. He did make the substitution, taking out Dante Sealy and putting in Keegan Rosenberry. And look, replacing with Keegan Rosenberry, not a bad shout. I mean, Keegan he's our skipper. Wouldn't be surprised if they gave him the armband once he's on there. He's just a bit older, so that's probably why he's not been getting the start. The guy that got sent off, Jackson Travis, is primarily our left back, but he's been doing the job on the right side because, as I mentioned earlier, our Tottenham fan right back Reggie Cannon is out on injury, so then he slotted over Jackson Travis. But now we have Keegan Rosenberry in there that is playing his natural right back position. So that's, I mean, my homies, correct me if I'm wrong. Going down by a man, obviously numbers you're gonna be outmanned, right? But if the Rapids can use our keeper Zach Steffen, who's very comfortable with the ball, who's got a good set of feet, if he could help out with that defensive line and kind of play, we can almost pretend to have 11 players still on the pitch. Mentally, you know what I mean? Possibly it's a mentality thing. If you can trust that much in your keeper, obviously he's still going to have to do keeper duties. But I mean, if we're used to playing a high line and our keeper's used to being up, you know what I mean? Almost as a sweeper keeper type. Um, as I just alluded to right there, the ball gets played overhead, and what does he do? He's the first one. Zach Steffen is the first one to get there. I mean, he's going to have to step it up as well today. We're down by the man, and if we're going to want to win and score some goals, we're going to have to still play our ball. And look, we're still trying to build up from the back. We have the ball right now, literally right by the touchline, right by Zach Steffen, and we're trying to build out the back. Look at that. Yeah, it's getting physical, my homies. I like it. I don't see Matt Wells. I don't see Matt Wells backing down from this one, homies. I I posted. So you guys might not be aware. This is the second stream today that I'm doing on this because we started the original stream, and the homie Crash came on with me, and he's out with he coaches, so he's out coaching his teams today, or I think now he's watching his daughter play. Um, and he backed out of the stream, and I think he ended the stream, so I had to then start over a new one. And I had a couple of Instagram posts inviting people over to the stream, and they probably all clicked to the old one, and that one has ended since then. So at halftime, I got to invite the homies back over and let them know that we are still streaming, just not on that last one because it got cut short, my homies. 45th minute now. Let's see how much added time they give us. Ooh, the Rapids have a good chance, my homies. Paxton gets it. We're breaking loose. If he could find him. Oh, what a shot. He took the shot. The Rapids are not giving up, my homies. We're in Toronto's area. We're in their third. We had a good chance. I thought that was a corner kick. We 5 minutes at a time. We had a good chance there on a quick counter attack. Paxton Aronson broke away, just took a shot from a weird, awkward angle, and the Toronto keeper hits it back into play, and we just couldn't get it back on target. 5 minutes of added time, you filthy animals. Yeah, the announcer's just saying Colorado would take a point here. Absolutely, I've been saying that this whole time. But look at that, my homies. That worth ethic from the Rapids. The worth ethic from the Rapids since Matt Wells has taken over has drastically increased. Matt Wells has said in plenty of Ooh, what a tackle from Wayne Frederick. He's said plenty of times how he wants to dominate. He wants to be dominant. He wants to be dominant. He wants to control the tempo. He wants to control the game. And you got to give it to the Rapids team right now. I've shown, and we could see. I'm going to pull it up again. We are not doing anything. You guys see the momentum right here. We are not doing anything. We are on the bottom half of the momentum. Toronto with the green. But even then, my homies, the Rapids giving it a go. We're focused. The Rapids are focused. The Rapids are focused. Yeah, man. Yeah. How are you guys feeling, my homies? I hope everybody is doing well. Again, thank you guys for kicking it with the homie, watching this game. Appreciate you guys. There we go. On the ratings here, you see a little bit more green for the Toronto side. We've just it's not been What's going on here, homies? It's not been too hectic. Yeah, so you see there, they gave him at first, they gave Jackson Travis the yellow. Huh. Yeah, Matt Wells got himself a yellow card, my homies. Matt Wells got himself a yellow card. Go on, Gaffer. Go on, Gaffer. Probably went to go argue that call. Happy Easter, my homies. You're right, bro. Happy Easter to you. In fact, last Easter, I was in North London. Who did we play? I was there for the Nottingham Forest game at home where they done us at the end of the season. It's been a year since I've been to London, my homies. Damn. Time flies whether you want it to or not, my homies. I remember it very good because I went with the homie Parker and there was no trains. Shit, there were trains, but there was just stuff was closed. Um, it was just a different time to be there for sure. I mean, I couldn't even make it over to the coffee company over there in Woodford Green to get me some coffee because the homie was closed throughout that time. Happy Easter, peace on earth. I agree. Peace on the earth, my homies. We need more games like this, more football to bring us all together. The World Cup, my homies. World Cup coming up soon. World Cup coming up soon, my homies. Uh I'm no secret. I'm a huge fan of the Three Lions. Um when I became a fan of the English national team, it was because the spine of the team was nothing but Tottenham Hotspur players at that time, and so I started rooting for them. Still do. I'm still going to be rooting for the English team coming the World Cup, and then I have from there we're going with Mexico. Yeah, and I know my channel on Mile High Hotspur is a lot about American, but I'm 1000% a proud Mexican American. Um, halftime, halftime. I'm a huge supporter of just world peace, my homies, making it a fun place for everybody. Let me know how you think your team's gonna do in the World Cup. It's halftime. It's halftime, homies. Let's have a seat here. Let's have a seat. I've been standing that whole time, homies. Go grab something to drink, my homies. Go take a break, man. Go visit another YouTube channel if you want to. I'm gonna be here chilling. It's halftime. It's still 0-0. Ask away. Any questions? I mean, the floor is open, my homies. Show you guys my tattoos. N17. You know which one hurt the most? This it hurt more like right here, man. Got the 1882, the Bill Nick Gates, got my Northumberland Park, Lions. I got the H for the got my Harry Hotspur H. Of course, gotta have the big cockerel right there, my homies. I made a video over on the Mile High Hotspur channel. My brother's a tattoo artist, and I made a video kind of documenting all my of course, and this one right here, my homies. How can we forget about the best one? Gary Lineker and Paul Gascoigne. The reason I supported Spurs and England in the early 90s. So similar to me, bro. I was a Tottenham fan, wanted to get into the international because I'm not going to hate on the Mexican national team and the US national team. England is just, I don't know. I mean, it has been levels above, and that's the football that interests me. Dan Davenport, hey Leo, are you going to any FIFA World Cup matches, bro? I'm not, man. I'm not, bro. I uh I can't afford it. I mean, I would have to travel at least an 8-hour drive to the closest stadium, which that's totally doable. But I mean, I wish I could, man. I wish I could. Unfortunately, I'm just not able to. Um, and that's fair. It is what it is, my homies. I would watch. But yeah, you guys, I don't know if you guys are aware or familiar or just, in the know, but some of these ticket prices for these matches, ridiculous, man. Lots of folks got Van de Ven goal line clearance tattoo after. Look, we easily could not have won that trophy without that goal line clearance. So yeah, um, it's a good one. I'm from England, but have step family in San Francisco area. Okay, the Bay Area and San Jose. Big up the Bay Area. Getting hyphy in the Bay Area. Um, so yeah, places like that will have games. I want to say California is going to have games. I live in Denver, Colorado, which is you know, Midwest, more West Coastish, if you will. I guess I don't know. Um, but I'd have to go like all the way around for these matches, and yeah, dude, if I'm not here working and paying the bills, nobody is. So I cannot afford to have that type of luxury, homie. But I hope if you have the opportunity to, man, do it. Do it up, my homies. Has Messi done any interviews in English yet? Um, he's done some commercials for the MLS. Um, I think he does speak a little bit of English now. I'm really looking forward to, what are we on today? Saturday, April 4th. Messi will be here in the Mile High City April 18th, next in like 3 Saturdays from now or something like that. 2 Saturdays from now, I don't know. Messi is going to be here facing not only Matt Wells, but his group of warriors. And I'm pretty excited about that. The only thing I don't like about it, homies, is they've switched the game from our normal stadium to the NFL stadium. It's a way bigger venue. I think it fits like 65 plus, 66 plus. Um, and an interesting little nugget is Denver just became the newest franchise for women's soccer. We have a team called the Denver Summit FC ladies team. They just played their inaugural home match at that same exact stadium and had 60,000 plus 4 people in that stadium. 60,000 plus 4 people in that stadium for the inaugural ladies match, FC Summit. Well, the Summit FC. Well, this is what I'm getting with that. The Rapids are going to be playing Inter Miami and Messi in that exact same stadium. Now, Crash and I talked about this on our podcast, and we talked about is it are the Rapids going to be able to compare to that? And it's unfair. It's kind of skewed because it's not just the Rapids. It's going to be tons of Messi kits, tons of Barca fans, tons of Inter Miami fans, tons of Leo Messi fans, and tons of fans of football that are not going to miss the opportunity to see the GOAT. Well, that's a dope move. Don't get me wrong, but it's you're going head to head with a huge franchise that has just spawned here in the Mile High City, and we're going to see just how big the Rapids can produce in that big time game. And so the Messi effect here in the United States is on and real, my homies. Um, he's definitely grown the league. He just renewed, I think, his contract for a couple more years. And yeah, so I'm excited for it, man. And it's the GOAT. And it's the GOAT. Inter Miami are my MLS club because Beckham family home is in England and about 8 miles from my home. Bro, well, that's a perfect reason to support, man. Support the local people in your community that have made it, now have a team somewhere else. But you support, homie. I'm all for that. Big yourself up. Would you welcome some of THFC Academy talent as loanees at Colorado? Bro, I've got room. If they want to come and stay here, my door is always open for whoever wants to come and catch anything. That goes for the chat, the homies that live out there. Um, I would help make that happen if that was the case, my homies. Leo, how did you get to meet Daniel Levy? Well, Daniel Levy heard that the Mile High Hotspur was in the building, so he sent his people to go find me. I, and and when I met him, he was like, "I need to big your YouTube channel up." No, I wish. Look, I was doing the stadium tour, and I was just in awe of being there. And I took literally so much time throughout the whole tour that they started closing everything. And well, I guess that happened after I met Daniel, but I was just literally doing my thing, bro, walking around, and I see Daniel Levy up against the wall, kind of right there by where the players walk out onto the pitch. If you've been to the stadium and done the tour, then you know that like you can walk literally like from the outside of the stadium, walk through a door, and then you can literally like just walk through another couple of doors and you're on the pitch. So I was kind of like in that waiting area where the players walk out, and I look over and Daniel Levy is just right there on his phone. And nobody else knew who he was because, like I said, on this tour, it was a lot of, just random people. And I like muttered under my breath, I'm like, holy fuck, Daniel, is that you? I literally said that, like, holy fuck, because I'm recording the whole time. I'm like, holy fuck, Daniel, is that you? And he hears me, dude. He like looks, he's like this, and he like looks up at me, and he's probably like, oh damn, what the hell is this? And so I like beeline straight for Daniel Levy. And so this was the day or 2 days after a North London derby where we had lost my first match there. And I told him, hey, I think I called him Mr. Levy at this point. I'm like, yo, Mr. Levy, my name is Leo. I'm here for my first time in London. I was kind of explaining who I was, and I started showing him like my tattoos. And uh, for some odd reason, my homies, he gave me time of day. Like he gave me maybe 2.5, maybe 3 minutes tops that he just stood there and listened to me praise my club and my love for my club. And he said, well, I'm sorry we couldn't get the result for you. I'm sorry we didn't win. You came a long way. I said, no, man, like that's besides the point. Like uh, you know, it was a surreal moment for me, my homies, making it to London for the first time. It really was. And I think he just understood that. And I was like, yo, I got a YouTube channel called the Mile High Hotspur. Can you plug it? And he didn't even hesitate. Like he was just like, hey, like, please subscribe to the Mile High Hotspur. And then like he stopped and he was like, there you go. Congratulations. And that's how it happened, homie. And it's like, I know a lot of people hated on me because, it was Daniel Levy, and like, yeah, whether you like him, hate him, or love him, you're not gonna go and disrespect a person like that. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. I've made videos about being Levy out. You know what I mean? I've made videos about how I feel about the situation, and yeah, my homie, the things just happened to line up. I don't know how, why, or when, but they just lined up. After that, the same day, I went back into the club shop because that's like kind of where you come out after the tour. Um, and I seen my homie, big up my homie Benji, who I don't know if he still works at the shop. He said, yo, there's Pape Sarr right there. He said, go say what's up. So I went and I met Mate Pape Sarr as well, showed him my tattoos. Um, yeah, it was good. I have been to the old Wembley Stadium, the new Wembley Stadium, as well as Anfield. Man, that's dope, dude. Those are I would love to go to Anfield as a neutral, you know what I mean? Um, even as an away day, don't get me wrong, an away day for a Spurs game, phew, I would love to go to Anfield. I'd love to go to Old Trafford. I'd love to do an away day at the Emirates on the North London Derby. Um, yeah. Cannot wait to be back, my homies. I cannot wait to be back. Football's got a weird way of bringing people together, homies. I like it. We're still at halftime, homies. We are still at halftime. I appreciate you, filthy animals, for kicking it here. Dave says he never liked Levy. He did a good job with the stadium and the training ground, but for the team, he failed miserably. Yeah, no, look, and you're not wrong. And you are not wrong. But well, I don't know if like now that Levy's been gone and we're honestly even worse situation than where we were when he left. I kind of feel like Levy, he's not innocent whatsoever, but was just as much of a puppet for the Enoch and Lewis for the Lewis family than he was, chairman. I just feel like now it's really blatant what's going on, and it's he was a big part of the problem, but there's still issues above that. I follow Spurs and Liverpool in Prem. My local team to me are Oxford United. Big up. And Coventry City. I live in Banbury. Nice. Oxford United. They're a ground that has they have the open end on one side. The Rapids ground is a bit similar to that. They have like the enclosed on three sides, and then on the one end there they have like a patio section, and they do have a standing room stuff. But it does give me that type of vibe of like of a stadium that has three sides and not all the way. Of course, I'm a huge fan of the old grounds out there in England. Even like I follow Big Up to Footy Days with Naps, one of the YouTube channels that I follow that does match day vlogs, and he goes to tons of old grounds, and I kind of live vicariously through those videos that like I see the grounds, and I really like them. Oxford United are building a new stadium. That's right. 5 miles from Oxford, as Oxford don't own their current stadium. That's right. That's how that works, right? Couple of I mean, that's tons of clubs like that. My first Spurs game was a North London Derby too. January 20th, 1968. We won 1-0. Get in, you get in. Alan Gilzine, Scottish international, scored the winner. I'm 65 next month. Live near Glasgow, but have been Spurs season. Glasgow now, but have Spurs season ticket. Big yourself up, bro. Big yourself up, homie. Yes, I'm gonna pull it back up to this one because the pitties are on the way. Back with the second half, my homies. Rapids or Spurs? My homie, you have to be a bit more specific. Right now, this is a watch along. We're watching along to the Colorado Rapids match against Toronto FC. We've just that's a penalty. That's a pen. He's not reached to the pen. He's not called the pen. So yes, this I'm dual streaming on the Confluence podcast, which is a Rapids channel, and then I have this on the Mile High Hotspur, which is my channel that I do Spurs content, and I sometimes try to bring some of the Colorado Rapids content. And I thought this was a perfect opportunity to do a watch along because it's still a bit earlier for the homies on that side of the world to be able to tune in. And I appreciate it. What do you think of Italy missing the third World Cup in a row? That's fucking mental, bro. Something's wrong there. Something's wrong there, homies. I mean, I don't know who said it, but Italy are going up to qualify against a bigger group of people. It's a lot harder. There's less people that qualify from that area than they do here. Um, like you just see all these little countries that made it. Well, they just by happenstance happen to have an easier run in to get there. And, it is a bit unfair to the European countries that have a harder fight to get to the World Cup. But, oh, he's gone to the monitor, homies. He's gone back to the monitor now. The ref is going to the monitor for a possible. Oh, he's outside the box. But it's a possible red card for a denial of goal scoring opportunity. Wayne Frederick was getting the ball played on, dinked in over, runs to get it, and the player just runs through the back of him. Why do they do this? Why is VAR showing it in real time? They haven't slowed it down once for us. Yeah, I don't know. We may be even things up, my homies. The ref is at the monitor. Hang with me, my homies. No, I'm going Spurs to win the Premier League. Spurs to win the Premier League. The Rapids won the MLS in 2010, I believe. They've got this. We've got the star above our kit. Um, I wasn't a huge Rapids fan. Don't get me wrong, Dan, but I do remember that happening. I did see them win. Um, but Spurs all the way, homie. That's an unfair question, you sob. He did give a red card to Toronto, my homies. We are back even. Let me bring up this part, my homies. Sorry about that. Oh, me at the stage. Let me go with this one here. Don't mind me playing with these camera options, my homies. I'm just trying to see which one. We're gonna go with this one. Um, Straight red card for Toronto player for deliberate denial of a goal scoring opportunity. Both teams now playing with 10 men. Chelsea won 7-0 in their FA Cup match win over Port Vale. Man, well, I fucking hate Chelsea. I can't believe they won 7-0, but they did go up against Port Vale. What do you guys think of Enzo Fernandez getting the 2-game ban for kind of flirting publicly with Real Madrid? All right, the Rapids have a good free kick here, my homies. Right outside the area in that D spot, the half circle there, we are placed right inside of there. Um, and a very dangerous free kick opportunity here. Yeah. All right, my homies. Let's see what happens. Bear with me. We are back in the second half, 50th minute. Paxton Aronson, our number 10, standing right over this one. Very good spot to take this kick. Come on, Paxton. Come on, Paxton. Oh, yeah, boy. Let's fucking go. Direct free kick goal. Yes. Let's fucking go. Yes. Yes. Get in. Let me go ahead and put that up, my homies. We're going to make a banner right now. Let's make the fucking banner. 1-0 Rapids. Let's put you up, my homie. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. Let's go, my homies. What a great strike. Paxton Aronson, like I said, right outside of the area, literally straight on with the goalkeeper, goes under the wall and slots it home, my homies. And the fucking Rapids are up by a goal. Let's fucking go, Sean, my homie. I wish there was a way you could be watching this. But it's on. It's on and fucking cracking now, my homies. We are up by the goal. Toronto are not going to want to just sit here and they're going to want to attack as well. They're going to open up. They're going to leave us space. The Rapids are going to start to press more now. Let's go. This is good, my homies. Coach Matt Wells, Rapids on me. Coach Matt Wells, Rapids on me. Get in, my homies. Well, highlights will be available later on YouTube. You have to check out that strike. Where do you think Pochettino will manage after the World Cup? Or could he change his mind and sign a new contract with USA? Look, I don't know, man. Pochettino, he's not going to do good with the US. I don't think so, homies. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on the US team. I just can't from the little bit that I've seen with Pochettino in charge, I don't see him getting a tune out of these boys. I think he's going to get another job somewhere. Oh, I think he's going to 2-0. Come on, let's go. My homies, we're about to open them up. We're about to open them up. Keegan Rosenberry, the skipper that came on, scores a goal. Let's go. Homies, I'm going to show you guys the goal. Hopefully we don't get copyright, all right? But I'm going to show you guys the goal. Yeah. I think we're long enough into this watch along that we won't get the copyright. Hang on, I'm going to show as little as I can, but I'm going to show you guys the goal. Hopefully it'll show up. Forgive me if it doesn't, homies, but we're trying. Get your first look at Matt Wells. That's Rafa. Takes a lucky bounce. Ha ha, get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. Exactly right. Get in. My homies, we're going to open them up now. We're going to open them up now. Floodgates are going to open. Go on. 2-0. 2-0. We have to change this one. We have to change this one. On the road, my homies. On the road. Uh-oh. Oh, Sargent for Toronto with a good shot, but it took a deflection. Rob Holding, ex-Gooner, now center back for the Colorado Rapids. That's been a tough one for me, my homies. But he's done good for our club as well, too. Brings a bit of leadership, brings experience from the Premier League. We're doing good, my homies. Oh, let's go. Let's go. 3 points on the road, my homies. That would be 6 out of a possible 9. I'll do that. Pochettino has been linked to the Real Madrid. I think that's where he's going. I think that's where he's going. Are you Mexican origin? I am. I am, bro. I am. 100% proud to be Mexican American, my homie. I'm a first-born generation here in the United States. Both of my parents are from Mexico. My mom's from Chihuahua and my dad's from Durango, and I'm the first generation born here in this country here. And I'm absolutely blessed. I'm absolutely blessed to be able to be here. I'm absolutely blessed to be able to show you guys this watch along, homies. I'm happy. Um, life's good, homies. Apart from the Rapids, uh, winning 2-0, life's good, homies. Sky's the limit. As I always say. ¿Cómo estás, bro? Mira, yo estoy muy bien. Ahorita mi equipo va ganando. Andamos al 100. Andamos al 100. We're at 100, my homies. We're at 100. I have Argentinian friends in church I go to. Right on, man. Yeah, I mean, Spanish is different all across the world, but if you can communicate with one, you could probably communicate with the other. I appreciate you guys tuning in, my homies. There's a few of you guys that have been here. I appreciate you. The Rapids are looking good, homies. I yep. Just remind her of that derby when Son and Cade roasted him under Conte. Yes. Look, so at the ground here, one of the chants that they used to do a lot was, "What do we think of Tottenham?" Right? The Arsenal chant. Well, I'm glad that now that I'm in the supporter section and have tons of homies throughout that joint. I don't hear it anymore because I do my fair share of standing up to them and sticking up for the Spurs, my homies. Um, I love it. I love it here. I love being a Spurs fan here in Denver, Colorado, because even 4,689 miles away from London and 17, um, I still run into people that banter me for being a Spurs fan. I still run into people that are surprised. You follow Spurs? What? Like, yeah, I'm not a Manchester United fan. I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm not a pesky gooner. Nah, man, my heart's lily white. I'm a Tottenham fan, and I wear it on my sleeve. So when I go watch my local team, the Rapids, everybody already knows. They already know, and I love it. I love it. A newfound respect for the Spurs. We're massive. Spurs are a massive club, my homies. Right now, we're not doing the best, but we're still a massive club. Are you going to do any World Cup watch-alongs on your YouTube channel? Dan, I really don't know, bro. I really don't know. I wanted to do this watch-along because I know nobody is doing it. There's going to be tons of people that do watch-alongs, and I don't necessarily want to take I don't necessarily want to do them if I can go and watch a watch-along somewhere. Because as much as I love to make my YouTube content, I'm a huge consumer of YouTube videos and YouTube content. So I try to support all my homies. 7:30 p.m. here in Scotland. I knew it would be prime time, homie. I knew it would be prime time in on that side of the world. So I'm glad the Rapids play here at 11 a.m. So which is why I wanted to do the dual stream with you guys on the Mile High Hotspur. Toronto with the ball here now in our area, looking to do something. Yeah, come on, Pitties. Are we staying up? Man. Yeah, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Why am I saying that? I don't have any proof. I don't have any strategy that makes me feel like we are, other than just dumb sheer what is it? Just hope. But I think De Zerbi gives us a hell of a good fighting chance. What I really like about De Zerbi is he's a football guy. He watches football. He understands football. He loves football. And he's aware of the situation, and he looks like he's in for the long run, whether we stay up or not. I would hope he stays. But yeah, Sean, homie, it's discouraging because it's all into the players' hands, homie, and the players just they don't want to give it to us, bro. The players just are not doing it for us. De Zerbi did very well at Brighton, yeah, and I'm glad that Matt Wells has been given praises and has been likened to Prime Deserby. Um, One of the MLS guys that covers on Twitter said that preseason, like, wow, I'm seeing glimpses of a Prime Deserby ball with his Rapids team and Matt Wells. And yeah, I hope he's not wrong. Deserby is a manager that has, football knowledge. He's a football guy. There you go. He has a sister-in-law from Arbroath. I would love to go out there to Scotland. Let's go. Pitties are on the break. Pitties are on the break. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this rapid stuff with me over here on both channels, homies. Let's go ahead and show these a bit better rankings there for the Rapids on the right-hand side there. And then we could see right where we at? Where we at? Right there again is our momentum meter. We are on the bottom half with the purple. You see that big, huge spell there. That's where we got our 2 goals, and it looks like Toronto have been gaining a bit of steam. The Rapids are in, it looks like a back. They have 5 now on the back line when we're kind of defending in our zone. Not a high press. I thought maybe we would open them up a bit more. But still 2 goals up. Both teams playing with a man down, both on a red card. And if the Rapids could just hold this one off, my homies, we looking good. The squad has been sickened since Ange sacked. Yeah, homie. I absolutely would have enjoyed a season 3. Not only did Big Ange justify what he did in the league by winning us that huge Europa League trophy, um, the club galvanized, and shit has been going downhill. You just would have thought that having galvanized the squad like he did, it was the wrong move. Um, it was the wrong move. It was the wrong move. It was the wrong move. It was a bad move, homies. My tea is still freaking burning hot, homies. A lemon lift. A lemon lift. I'm doing a bit of a lemon lift today. I do the Earl Grey. I like the Earl Greys. I like the breakfast, the English breakfast tea. Um, I'm a fan of. I got a pineapple tea as well that hits pretty good. And then this lemon one with a bit of honey, my homies. Ooh, and what a thunder blast! 1-2. What a weird angle. Let me show you guys this one. Yeah, it was a miscue from our keeper here. Miscue from our keeper. Oh, you see that? Just a good shot. Just a good shot, homies. Sorry if that was blurry. Sorry if you guys didn't catch it. I at least wanted to try and um to show you guys. But we are now. Let me go ahead and fix this. Well, we gave up a goal, homies. I have been saying Toronto does look like they have the momentum and their player just did a good strike. I have a lemon ginger tea. Yeah, man, I'm a fan of it, bro. I'm a fan of the lemon. I throw some honey in there. Sometimes I throw too much honey in there, bro. Next Friday, if West Ham beat Wolves, Tottenham will go 18th in the table. Yeah, I mean that's just the reality of the situation. Um, I think Wolves have beaten. I mean, I think West Ham have beaten Wolves like in six or something like that, or are unbeaten against Wolves in six. So it's not looking good for us. But I mean, we really can't focus on what West Ham are doing. We can't really even focus on what Leeds or Nottingham Forest, who are just slightly above us. We need to worry about us. We could definitely be in 18th position by the time we play our next game. You're absolutely right. But I mean, it's just been an accumulation of stuff throughout the whole year that has led to this point. The Rapids now just kind of sitting back a bit too much, my homies, for my liking. We've invited them in. We've let them grow back into the game. 1-2, 67th minute. And it's not looking too good at the moment. Oh, especially right. Oh, yeah, okay. Oof. Stefan telling his players to come on, you guys. We do need to pick it up. One to two, my homies. Come on, Rapids. I think we just don't look like we're clicking yet. We had two great good goals back to back. No, I'm not been 100% impressed with our build-up play. It's almost as if those goals were kind of against the run of play, which I'll take them. We're winning. But as far as being that dominant team that we seen in our last game against Sporting KC, I just don't see that today. I kind of got the impression that we would open them up a bit more. But now that they got the goal in it and now it's 1-2, uh, this could be make or break. We all know that 2-0 scoreline is not good. 2-0 scoreline is not good. And we did give one back now. We just gotta keep composed. Matt Wells is definitely gonna be telling his players to keep composed. We're still trying to build out the back. Referee, get out of the way. Yeah, he just gave a yellow card to the Toronto player, and he was in his way. Yeah, come on, Pitties. We need to pick it up. Big up to you guys. Appreciate everybody watching. Please like the stream. Victor, que rollo, amigo? What's up, my boy? How are the boys playing? Up the pits. We're winning 2-1. We've got two great goals. A free kick goal from Paxton Aronson, and then Keegan Rosenberry scored a great strike. We've given up a very just weak goal from a great shot from Toronto. If I'm honest with you, Victor, Toronto has had the majority of the play. They have had the majority of the momentum, but the Rapids were just clinical with their two chances that they got. Toronto has missed a few good opportunities. We can easily either be tied or down by a goal early on. Toronto had some good chances. They fluffed them, but the Rapids took advantage of their opportunities. And right now, still Toronto is controlling the majority of the play, and they have a good chance right now. Hit the post. Ooh, they just hit the upright, my homies. We are up against the ropes right now. Toronto feel that, and we get a lucky stop in play for an offside. But Toronto just hit the upright, went underneath Zach Steffen's legs, and almost went in. There was a few Toronto players there to pick up the rebound, but luckily they were called offside. And yeah, Wells needs to freshen up the team with subs. Helps breaks the momentum as consequence. I'm interested to see what he's going to do, Sean. I'm interested to see what he's going to do. I'm going to head over to the Sofa Score. Going to look at our bench. We have Ian Murphy, a defender, Kamani Stewart Baines, a winger, Alex Harris could slot in there as a 10 or on the wing. Hansen, a keeper. No, Kaba defensive. Bilo is there. We could slide in. We have Darren Yappy and Alexis Mignoma. Sean, you're absolutely right. We have some players that we could bring on. However, we are still light one player up at top. So Matt Wells has to get it bang on if we are to make some subs. But we need to do something, Sean. You're right. Because the momentum is not being broken whatsoever. A slight bit right here, as you could see, a bit of momentum for us, but it's all green for Toronto. Matt Wells, we're calling for some subs. We're calling for some action. Toronto just have gained confidence, homies. That's what it is. Toronto have gained confidence. But I'm not upset. We're winning. We're winning. Massive 3 points we can if we can get this away win. Yeah, we've just got all our players behind the ball right now. Toronto is going to try and break that, you know, try and crack that lock, but get that out of there. Let's go. We cleared it. Hoffa's onto it. Hoffa with a nice little move at midfield here. Referee calls a foul, and there's some shit going on the pitch. Time check. Sorry about that, brother. Time check. We are 73rd minute. 73rd minute. Let me back out on this one a bit, and we may be able to get all of that in this. No. We're making subs. We are making subs, Sean. We're taking off a central defender, Josh Atencio, and we took off Josh Atencio right here, and we are bringing on a winger and Alexis Manyoma. Alexis Manyoma coming on. He's going to bring on some fresh legs, of course. Alexis Manyoma is a winger who's going to more than likely be playing on the right side there. Or where's he at? He's on the left-hand side for right now. But he's going to bring in, he's our number 11 on the wing. He's lively, going to bring on some more pace. A double yellow. We have a yellow card for our left back, Miguel Navarro, who has just been shown a second yellow card. And now we are down another player. What is going on? What is going on? We just made a sub. We're down by another player. What is going on here? Our left back, Miguel Navarro, on a yellow card, gets called for another foul. Oh, that's such a weak foul. That is such a weak foul. Another fucking yellow card, man. We are down to another player. Damn it. I'm English born, but of Scottish descent. I follow both in internationals. Dave, my homie, how old are you, bro? I'm interested in knowing. I've always wanted to ask, how old are you, homie? If we can know. Well, Toronto have a free kick way out wide, just outside of the box, but we're now not looking good, man. 2 red cards, down 2 players. Not looking too good, but let's just hold on to this lead, my homies. Let's just hold on to this lead. 46 years young, my homie. I'll be 39 this year. Yeah, I just always I guess I was always interested in I guess babe, when I go to London, man, we have to meet up, dude. I'm gonna when I in November, I'm aiming for November. I'm gonna post about it. I would love to have like a meet and greet at the stadium or at a pub right there or something and just get a vlog with all the homies. A lot of wide open space on this pitch. Yeah. Well, I'm catching. We'll catch up though. We'll catch up, Sean. We'll catch up. You the one that's got to start slowing down a bit, my homie. Big up. Yeah. Oh no! No! We lost focus. We lost concentration. Zach Steffen cannot believe his day at the office. He just did a blunder, my homies. I don't want to show too much of the screen. I'm going to put it back on as soon as it shows it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, no, 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 no. I hope you guys were able to catch that. I'm sorry if not. What a blunder. What a blunder. What a blunder. No, 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 no. What a fucking blunder. They're, they're going to check something. They're going to show something. Text complete. 2-2. What a fucking. What was that? Almost what is that? Almost 40, almost 38, 30, 37 years. 36 years. Damn, I almost had it. That's a man, you've seen some Spurs games, Dave. Damn it. Homies, it is 2-2. Oh, gonna get loud. Let me pause. Bear with me, my homies. The family just pulled up. They opened the garage. They're gonna be coming right through back here. Might get loud. I'll put it on mute. They're saying the wind must have affected that ball. Um, all hands to the pumps now. Draw is best. No, look, man, and I've said this and I'll say it again. I will take a draw. Definitely, my homie. I've seen the ups and downs over the years. Yeah, man. I'm 16 years deep. Well, hold on. 2010, 16 years deep now. Um, and I'm starting to see my fair share as well, homie. Man, we fucking made a mess of that one, my homies. We made a mess of that one. And I've just been saying this all game, my homies. Toronto have had just the momentum. And let me actually bring up the let me bring this one back up, homies. He said both sides are looking for a winner. I don't see how the Rapids have been looking for a winner. If anything, we're just trying to survive. Oh, oh, ¿qué onda, pajarito? My homies, bear with me just a few seconds. The family is going to be passing by. I may mute it if my wife has anything to say, or if she has anything she wants to say. Yeah, how is that not a foul? No, shocking referee displays here. Bear with me, my homies. 1 second. 1 second. All right, my homies. The garage door is getting closed, and we are back in business. Time check. Let's do a time check. Let's do a time check. 82nd minute. 82nd minute. And hang in there, Rapids. Hang in there. Matt Wells, get your players going. Let's go. Hang in there. He's gonna be upset. Matt Wells is gonna be furious um with conceding those 2 goals the way we did. That's one thing Matt Wells has been very, very adamant about is he's not gonna want to accept mistakes. Ooh. Homies, Toronto want this. Toronto just want this. Oh, scrappy play. There's just scrappy play. There's so much open space on this pitch. 2 players down for Rapids, one for Toronto. There's just open, and we just we have to hang on, my homies. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. 83rd. I don't see the Rapids getting another goal as long as we could just defend this. We're all like the homie said, all hands to the pump. Just hang on there, my homies. Oh man. Toronto are trying. Toronto are fighting. More substitutions for the Rapids. We're gonna do a 3-man change now. Why he took off Wanyoma, who came on not that long ago, took him off. Matt Wells there going over and giving him a hug. Yeah, probably feels bad for him. Manyoma, who's literally just come on not that long ago. We putting on 2 defenders, Moore and Darren Yappy with some fresh legs up top, which makes me think that, yeah, we're going to try and just. Oh, and they went and done it. They went and done it, homies. They went and done it. Toronto have only went and done it in the 85th minute. Corner kick. Set piece for Toronto. And they go ahead 3-2. This game has been literally turned upside down. Just rises highest there. Unfucking believable, homies. Unfucking believable. Matt Wells is going to not be happy with this one. We've given up a 2-goal lead. We've went down by 2 players. We've given up goals that have not been like us. And Yep. We uh we shat the bed 100%, my homies. Now it's just a matter of not letting it go too much. What a turn of events. That's unfortunate. I was just literally thinking we were going to be able to open them up, and going down by another player was the worst thing that can happen to us. Not saying that's why we lost, but we gave up some very sloppy goals. Matt Wells doesn't look anything happy. I am one upset Rapids fan because we have been our own worst enemies on the day. And I even said this to Victor earlier. Had Toronto taken advantage of their early opportunities, they had a few earlier on today. This game right now could easily be much more lopsided. We, however, did pull 2 goals ahead. I said this somewhat against the run of play. We took advantage of our opportunities. That set piece goal from Paxton Aronson, and then that just good strike from our captain Keegan Rosenberry. I thought we were looking at a way different result, and even when Toronto went level with us, a man down, I fancied us to fight. We showed fight. It was literally just up until we started getting these calls, both sides getting calls, and we went down by another player for a double yellow card. And Victor says Toronto didn't win. The Rapids did everything in their power to lose this game. I don't see how they can score being a man down. No, they're not going to score. I don't see us scoring either, Victor. This has been, for me, arguably one of our worst displays. And it's unfair for me to say that because we're on the road. We've been playing the majority of this game with a man down. But even before then, and even when we were level with players at 10 down each, I don't think we looked the better team. So you may be right on that one, Victor. We may have done everything to lose this game. Draft Brandon Austin. Man, you got to feel for Brandon Austin, man. He's just not gotten any game time anywhere. And to a comment earlier, would I welcome any Spurs Academy loanees or anything like that? 1,000%, homies. 1,000%. Just we've seen tons of collisions, and just another collision here at midfield. 89th minute, my homies. Three to two. The Rapids are losing. What a fucking way to finish this game. I mean, they've been growing into the game. It's just been blatant that they were going to try and score. Man, Toronto making some more changes still. We've reached the 90th minute, my homies. How much added time are they going to do? Toronto can still add some more. If I'm honest with you, they have another corner kick right now. The previous goal scorer, Josh Sargent, is now off of the pitch. He did get the goal on that last corner kick. What a goal. Just rose highest and got the goal. I think Zach lost some momentum with that injury. He needs to be more consistent and confident, especially if he wants a World Cup spot. Victor, my homie, if Zach Steffen wants to be part of Mauricio Pochettino's USA squad, He's going to need to be more consistent. That did not help his case whatsoever. Look, we're not there. It does look windy. I'm not saying that's what happened. The commentators did bring it up earlier. I don't know how the goalkeeper could just lose focus of the ball coming towards him. Such a high, such a long ball. But look, I'm not a goalkeeper, nor am I a professional athlete. I'm just a fan. And from my point of view, yes, Zach could have done a lot better for that one. And yes, Zach Steffen can do a lot better to put his name in that hat. But he's made some good saves though on this game. We could be down by more if it wasn't for Zach Steffen as well, though. So I do want to give him his flowers for that. But I'm not going to shy away from saying that was a blunder from Zach Steffen for their goal. Now another yellow card for Hamza Ohedran. This is just his first one, so he stays on the pitch. But we do not need any more of these fouls. We don't need any more of this shit. Man, we let them back into the game, homies. I've been saying it all game. Toronto looked like they could grow into it. 12 minutes of added time. We're already done with two of them, my homies. Thank you guys for tuning into this watch along. I know there's been a couple of you guys throughout the whole thing, and I'm appreciative of you guys tuning in. Thank you guys for the comments and the interaction. We're still with about 9.5 minutes of stoppage time left. But the Rapids with 2 red cards. Toronto with a man down have a free kick in a dangerous area. And there is just nobody in the box, my home. Look at this. Look how empty the pitch just looks. The pitch just looks empty, and that's kind of what I've been talking about. There's just so much room on the pitch that it's just been a weird game to watch, at least for the last 20 minutes or so. Let's go, Rapids. We've got a player by the name of Lucas Harrington, an Aussie international, just made his debut with the Socceroos, was man of the match. Rumored to be looked at by West Ham, Everton, players, teams in England. It's going to be tough to hold on to that player right there. Lucas Harrington came over from the A-League from, I want to say, Perth. Rapids with a corner kick. We've got a late corner kick, my homies. Let's see if we can't get anything off of this. The ball gets sent in. Back post. Out for another corner kick. Let's go. Come on, you Rapids. If we could get good service in to Darren Yappy on this corner kick, man, that'd be prime. Oh no, we almost had a chance, my homies. A nice sent in cross headed back into the mixer, and we almost got onto it, my homies. Darren Yappy was almost able to get there. Sad end to the day, but lessons learned. 2-0 up, should close game down, either by scoring the third or retaining possession. We have not been able to do any of those, homie. We've not been able to do that. I've been worried about that all game long. We've just not done it. We've not done it. We've let them have their opportunities. Matt Wells is not going to be happy with this result. He's going to definitely. Oh, the Rapids have a chance. Oh, 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 man. Late chance, my homies. 95th minute. The Rapids are not done yet. Let's go. Get that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We've got almost 6 minutes left of this added time, and the Rapids are trying. The Rapids are trying, my homies. The Rapids are trying. Let's go. We've got just about everybody up in the Toronto half. Man. What is going on? Come on. 10v9 to finish. And various players sitting on yellows. This is the most Rapids game he's ever seen. Yes, my homie. To be fair, I'm surprised. I mean, we just gave up. We just shat the bed. That's all it is. That's all it is. The most Rapids game I've ever seen. Are you watching from here, my homie, from Denver, or from at least from the States? I've just been telling the chat how you know, besides those 2 goals that we had against the run of play, momentum has just been for Toronto. Even when we were up, the homie Sean said, when you're 2 up, that you need to finish it out. Need to see the game out, and we just were not able to do that. Not able to do that. We did. Not we shot ourselves in the foot. To be fair, I'm not making excuses, but to be fair, a couple of decisions there, like even to go back and review that play from Jackson Travis there. I mean, that could have went either way. That could have stayed as a yellow. Um, there's been some iffy situations there that could have either played for us worse or better. Um, yeah, I'm in the Springs. I agree. We couldn't put the nail in the coffin, allowed them to stay in it. That's just it, my homie. That's just it. We just didn't we just faltered. It's no better way about it. We just faltered. Again, a game on the road, one where we went up 2 to zip, but just I don't know, some sloppy play, some shitty cards. We find ourselves in the situation now. 90th minute plus 9. We've got literally a couple more minutes left. Big up to everybody that is here. Chin up, Leo. Spurs didn't lose this weekend. U21s beat West Ham United 2. Let's go, my homie. Yeah, it's not the best way to start the weekend, but if anything, I still got much more of the weekend to look forward to, my homie. Spurs not playing this weekend, so I've got a bit of extra time to do some more stuff. Definitely disappointing, but overall, it's still early days with Matt Wells and his system. This game here will definitely live long in his memory. He's not going to want to see this type of performances again from his team. This game turned out to be bad, but thinking to the future, next game we are not going to count with 2 of our players. Will the bench step up? Victor, great fucking shout, bro. Great point. I'm sure Georgie and Robin Fraser will be grinning ear to ear. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Georgie didn't play. I wonder why he didn't play, but you probably be thinking to yourself that he'd be licking his chops for opportunity at this game here. Matt Wells just yelling there to his players to come on, let's go, let's go. Yeah, the announcers there just saying it's really hard to take much out of this game, and it really is. It really is hard to take much out of this game. I mean, there has been plenty of fight from each side, not taking that away from them. It's just been a fucking cagey game. It's been a scrappy one at that. I mean, a scrappy 5-goal game. There's only been 5 goals in it because I think the game's just been so open. The field is damn near empty. I mean, No quit, exactly right. There's been no quit from the Rapids, I could say that. Even though we haven't executed our game plan, even though we haven't really been up to par, we haven't given up. That's a good point. Oh, Toronto are on now. Toronto are in here. If he can find his player, good job from Harrington there to break that up. We left ourselves in another vulnerable position, giving up another corner kick, I think. And these set pieces, have shown to be a bit dangerous for us. Well, this fat cup of tea literally lasted me the whole 2 hours of the game. It's still hot. Yeah, they're just sitting there in the corner there trying to waste time. Rapids need to do something. We still have a chance, my homies. I think we are at the 12 minutes now. We have a goal kick for the Rapids. I think this is going to be where the ref blows the whistle. Whistle blown. Fuck. Just didn't go our way today, my homies. It just did not go our way today. Um, yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, look, honestly, sincerely, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending this 2.5, 2 hours with me. You guys are some freaking legends. Whether you were here throughout the whole thing or whether you came in, popped out, came in, popped out, said what's up, dropped a comment, whether you're watching this on playback, I appreciate you, filthy animals. Thank you guys literally for all the interaction. Please do like the stream. Hop on over to the Confluence podcast and subscribe to that as well, my homies. I'm gonna leave it there. Bittersweet, but we move on. Up the Pids.